my.
Hi. Is it too late to claim your mask in Payday 3?
Hello, Hyped Panda. What timing? Thank you so much for 17 months. And good news, it is not too late. And hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Thank you for posting the mask, Amandy. I appreciate it. But yeah, good news, it's not too late. They have not, at least yet, revoked my access to Nebula. So, here we are. But hi, everyone. How's it going? I'm trying to multitask right now because I suddenly remembered that something I started doing earlier, but then got distracted in the middle of, I have not completed doing. And I should, because it's about the stream yesterday and trying to claim my key, and it ends in like 5 hours. So I'm like, please do not take away my window to claim the key that I'm supposed to have. So I'm just going to try and quickly send off the support request. But yes, hi everyone. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Mission. Content submission issue. Because it's being really weird. It's like it's telling me on one hand. Nice. I mean, you can lose a streak, but you would have to completely miss a stream for like 24 hours or more to do that. So you can save it if you want to. You're not included in this? Hi, Karik, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. But yeah, no, so the completion criteria for the mission is literally just says games to play Timberborn, and like option 1, and there is only one option, is stream for a total of 2 hours. That's all it says. There's no like metrics for like amount of viewers or anything. Just play Timberborn on stream for 2 hours between March 13th and March 19th. Today is March 19th. Yesterday it was the 18th, and that's when we did it. And yeah, it's not completed, and I'm kind of mad. Not actually mad, but you know, I want this fixed because we need to give the key to the winner from yesterday. So no, I want to do that. All right, this one. So yeah, I'll say hi to everyone properly once I'm done with this. I do apologize. I was trying to get this done early and I was not able to. Yep. Yay! Thank you so much, iPad, for redeeming it. Thank you. I will get on that. I'll have to try to remember to actually do it. Because I'm currently on vacation, so I'm not on my work laptop all the time. And I don't want you to have to wait until April to get it done. I'll fix it. I just can't promise you exactly when, but I will get it to you. I will get it to you. It's nice to tell this community makes up for how bad Twitch is. True. And yeah, I figured it's no rush. I just want to be honest with you about when you get it, so you don't have to expect to see it like immediately or tomorrow or something and then be disappointed when it's not there. Game 4. I think we were in like over 4 hours. I don't remember exactly how long we went. I'm adding a sad face just to show that this is very sad. Oh god, I gotta do a captcha. There you go. Tickets submitted. All right, cool. Hi, everyone. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Multitasking. Okay, so first of all, Hike and Yofro was first today for the 11th time. That's pretty cool. Slow freak I am, wasn't expecting to get that at all. Well, you were still faster than, well, to be fair, both the Eek and Game Freak aren't specifically going for it. But good job, you beat it before everyone else who is trying to go for it. And thank you for the daily log as well. So many daily logs. Hi, Italian Heister. I am glad you're still alive. And hi, Shammy. Hi, Game Freak. Failed stream yesterday. I know. We missed you, Game Freak, yesterday. Shammy, that was a 70 stream streak as well. Let's go. Watch this live stream and you'll be able to save your current. Oh, wait, so it actually lets you save it by watching the live streak and not just a WOD. Interesting. But yeah, I guess congrats. You can go for the longest streak instead of just the 69. Yeah, that's true. You offer that loses through natural means by going on a trip. Imagine traveling. But hey, you're built up back up to a 5 though. It's pretty good. Oh, Star also has 70. Damn. So hi, Ribbons. Welcome on in. You expect me to do anything after being relentlessly defamed? You don't talk about that. Yeah, then we got Hype Panda's resub for 17 months, which thank you. God, it's actually been 17 months, over a year. That's crazy. When am I making the next Death Stranding? I could not make a Death Stranding game if my life depended on it. You're not included in this? Are you sure, Shammy? Okay, maybe you weren't. But hi, Karik. Welcome on in as well. You're gonna redeem yourself by smiting Karik. Ika's just never smiting anyone anymore. Suggestion? No. Got all this smiting. There you go, there's a mask claim. Thank you. Except for one guy, Shame Freak. Yeah. There you go. More daily logs as well. We are up to 48 logs now by the community. Today's been a generational run. New Fortnite season release. Been playing all day. Nice. I need to play Sea of Thieves. This also had a new season. Not today, I think. But I saw that they had a login reward for like an anniversary thing. Are they already 10 years? I saw Dead by Daylight had 10 years. Did Sea of Thieves also had 10 years? Now I'm like... There was some kind of an anniversary thing. So I did log on briefly just to claim my my figurehead. And I caught like 2 fish and then I logged off again. Because I didn't have that much time. 8th anniversary is with Sea of Thieves. Got it, so there we are. It's stupid because my definition is not a streak anymore. I mean, yeah, fair. Yeah, Game Freak's at 70 now. Objectively correct. He kind of stopped caring after he was 1 behind after the Monster Hunter stream. Yeah, that was like... That was a really annoying one. I wish I could like... do something to make it not count when a stream goes the way that stream went. But hi, Danny. I am doing good. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing good as well. And hi, Cindy. You're all good. Hopefully things are going fine at work. There you go. 49 logs contributed by the community. So many logs in a little pile. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing some more game dev today. I have decided that I am gonna say fuck the other project that I was working on. It was basically complete anyway, but there were so many things that I just didn't like about it, and didn't like about the course, that I'm still doing the course, but I'm gonna try their last, like, the 3rd and last learning project in the course. And I've done some prep work for it already, so, because apparently this part comes with, like, a download where they've done some of the basic setup for you. None of the actual, like, visual scripting, which is the emphasis on learning visual scripting here, but they've done some kind of a setup thing. Good, you bought your dogs some new leeches? Oh god, the poor dogs. The poor dogs. But yeah, glad your dogs are otherwise getting spoiled, hopefully. What is bear dog? I'm confused. What does bear dog mean? But yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna look at... I've only downloaded this thing. I've not done any of the actual lectures yet. The lecture is supposed to start with game mode and character class setup to add a user interface to the game. Wait, hang on. I think they've typoed here because it says adding a user interface to the game so that we can see how many crystals have been collected. And I don't think this game has crystals. Because this is supposed to be like a twin stick shooter game. But, oh well. We will figure this shit out together. I'm gonna switch it over. And get our radio prepped. There you go. Man leashes, you make scissors up all the time. Oh god. I fucking... Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Alright, we're gonna pretend that I didn't just read that. Alright, but yeah, so this is what I've downloaded. I've done absolutely nothing in this. Ooh, Cindy, thank you so much for 70 streams in a row as well. Look at all of you going for 70 streams in a row. I love that the thing thinks that Game Freak 70 is the longest one. What does my Outlook pop up here? There was a puppy on a cam a minute ago? Oh shit. Well, we could guess who it was because Tebow's under my desk right now. And I feel like I would have noticed if he came under my desk. Which means it was probably Qui-Gon, but I also don't know. So, it is purely a guess. He could have moved under my desk. He could have, but there is currently a Tebow under my desk. And Qui-Gon is next to me. And I don't know why none of them are in bed right now. They're being weird little puppies. But yeah, I'm actually curious what is in here. So we have characters. Marine, which is supposed to be our playable character. There's animation, materials, textures. There's a spider, which is supposed to be the enemy. Alright, take care, Anna. It's great having you stop by. Hope you're doing good. Alright, so that's characters. What about effects? Weapons, impacts, and muzzle. Pickups. Oh, okay, so not crystals, but I was like, wait, is there crystals? But no. Ammo and health. So I fucking love this song. This is a good song. We have one level, which is Mars. Oh, we have Niagara script. Oh, that's for the effects, I believe. I believe that's what Niagara was. There's rocks. I guess this SM rocks looks like this rock right here. Squid marking Qui-Gon. Fair. Fair. Bear Dog is an iconic profile picture. Oh yeah, it's yeah. I keep thinking Cheems, but yeah. Well, there you go. Miss Bear Dog. We have sounds, ambient loops, ambient non-loops, Foley body moves, Foley flesh, footsteps, a bunch of stuff. Interesting. UI textures. So we might actually get into some decent stuff on this course, in this lecture. Or these lectures. I guess we will see. He just wants the dog back. Are you denying him his dog? Also, what happens if I click play right now? Okay, so absolutely nothing has been done. I am just orb. So that makes sense then that the first step is the game mode and character class. There is no dog? What do you mean? We all remember the dog. You just don't wanna grant us dog. I get it. I get it. First it was Eek's turn, now we got Eek GPT. Poor Eek. He's not beating the allegations, is he? So I'm waiting for a package. I'm just half keeping an eye on that as well. It's not super urgent if I don't get it immediately. They should leave it by my door. But the fucking PostNord app is being really annoying right now because earlier it gave me like a little estimate on when it was here. And it was like, you know, this is how many steps are before you and blah blah. But all of a sudden it just decided, no, I'm not gonna give you that anymore. Yep, hashtag fuck PostNord. Yep. Imagine having such an interesting personality, you get a new nickname every day. That is true. I think that's a saying in English too, right? But at least in Norway we say that a beloved child has many names. Um, so there you go. It's a positive thing to have more than one name. All right. Don't know if your cheeks tend to be one of those. Yeah. No, preferably not. But yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Oh, did you not catch that yesterday, Danny? Okay, to be fair, you probably didn't. Who said that initially? Um, Sen said that he thought of a terrible joke that he didn't want to say, and then I think it was Mint who actually said it first. So it turns out they had the same thought, but I believe it was Mint. But that was what Sen then admitted, like, yeah, that's what I had in mind, but I didn't want to say. Um, so there you go. We had some crazy fucking quotes. You feel free to pull them up if you want, but whew. Anyways, I'm gonna make a blueprint folder. I completely forgot about that quote. Oh god. Which quote are you looking for? 370? I think you might be looking for 370. I think it might have been. We have a lot of quotes. We didn't used to have that many quotes, but yeah, there you go. That's the one, right? My god. Oh god, I don't remember. I don't remember why he did that. Hi, Lewis. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't actually remember why he was timed out. I don't know. I know what you're like. Oh god. Yeah, no, he probably was being too freaky. Yeah, I don't think I remember why. I love the talk slop in this chat. My god. I hate that term. Also, I love that happens to the best of us. Yay, 50 logs has been added to the pile. Term slop, yep. And I agree, talk jewel. I can't say yesterday was a talk jewel, but today is a talk jewel. Oh yeah, that's a really good one too. I like that one. Are you gonna make a Friends Lab game? I'm not currently planning on it. My game that I want to make for myself is a single player game. I have been toying with the idea of like, oh, what if I add co-op to it? But I don't know if that works yet. I don't know if that works. So it'll probably be a single player game. Yeah, you did want to do the pumping. So, yeah, single player slap, correct. Correct. It will be a beaver duel, come on. Come on. We'll have to figure out a way to make beavers a part of it, because initially, like, it's, you know, a dog cafe bakery kind of thing, but we will play some kind of a beaver, multiple probably beaver references in there. Yeah, the pumping was great. We never ran out of water. We even retired the other pumper that we thought we needed because we didn't need another pumper. Mutual linguists are gonna love this period of time. Yeah. Yeah, and Guzzle Bear, hello. Not yet. We basically just started fresh with a new and possibly final. I might try and tinker with my own game after I'm done with this. So, what do I mean? I don't know if making a co-op game will work. It more so is, will co-op add value to the game I have in mind? That's where I am, because I don't want to add co-op just to add co-op. I need to figure out if co-op would have an added value over having the game a single player game. And I currently have not figured out a way to that makes me go, oh yeah, no, this makes sense to be co-op. So that's why I'm currently just probably a single player game. So because obviously physically making a co-op game is always possible. I just want to make sure that it makes sense. Can you combine 2 chat messages into 1 quote? Probably. I think what we've done before is that we have like quotation marks from like one message, especially if it's 2 different people, quotation marks, and then like a little dash with their name, and then quotation marks, and then dash with their name. And then that's a quote. So that could work. I think we have something like that, but I don't remember which numbers, so you could pull it up. Yeah, exactly. Like I want to, if I do a co-op game, I want it to make sense. Yes, this is for Boreal. And I don't think co-op makes sense for that game. Like I have been thinking like, oh, maybe you could have like, you know, if there's like added intensity to like having someone work in the cafe with you, if that would make it easier. But then like, no, I kind of want to have the cozy approach where you don't really need that. And I think that would just have a friend there to have a friend there. So, but I do want to dive deeper into my actual game soon. Because, yeah, it's kind of been sitting there for a while. And I've also, completely side note, but I have this open on my other monitor where I'm debating buying this because they pinged us, because I'm in the server for this studio because they're making assets, and that they sometimes also, some of them are free, so I've been looking at their assets, but this is a paid pack that is currently on sale, and honestly I'm kind of liking the look of it for my characters, and it even has dogs, so I'm very much debating buying this pack, but I've not made up my mind yet. Oh, okay, yeah, you know what, that works too, not very far. Not very far. Like, the actual only documentation I have for it is oh god, it's so weak, I don't even want to show it. I can show you one thing that I've done, but it's, like, very basic. I'll just drag my... Can I just drag my Miro board over? I have this on my Miro board where I've just been grabbing, like... Because, like, this is the dog bakery that I've looked into like semi-locally that kind of inspired the idea to begin with. So that's why I've dragged in a bunch of references. I still wanted to look up like other alternatives, but there's 2 different locations in here, but like it's the same kind of brand. So yeah, people keep mentioning new software. I'm like, I don't know how much software I'm gonna get. Miro is one that I'm used to using for work, so that's where I kind of started. doing stuff. But yeah, you can see it's very not a lot in here yet. I started working on this and I was like, no, I wanna do this. And then I did this. And you can see I've made this, but I've obviously not filled it in yet. And then I have some more stuff elsewhere as well, but it's still very, very bare bones. I'm not Claude coding shit. That is not happening. I know it said /s, but I'm just no. Is it not good for task tracking? Thinking about that makes me sad. Fair. I mean, to be fair, I guess it depends on what kind of task tracking. Because I have used it for that before, but it was like very... I didn't need to keep a record. Like, I deleted the stuff that I was done with kind of deal. And that's probably not the best for this specific project. Yeah, but I don't have any of those currently set up at least. But Trello, maybe I should set up a Trello. That might actually be a good idea. Because I do like Trello. I have used Trello before. Jira, I imagine, might not be free, even if it's just for me. I think I still have a... Oh, Trello is now in the Atlassian suit too. When did that happen? I did not know. Is it free for personal use? I did not know that. Well, apparently it's in the Atlassian suit, so then I might as well, I guess, use Trello, Jira, and Confluence. Assuming they're all free for personal use. Can I log in with my Google account if I haven't used it there before? I don't know. Oh yeah, then it just creates my account. Sure. There you go, I created Trello. But yeah, I need to actually do stuff in there. But yeah, once I'm done with this project, I feel like I'll probably have a decent enough foundation to actually start tinkering with my own game. And then I will need all of the game devs to please come hang out and chat because I'm going to be so lost and confused. Alright, I need to lock in because I'm not doing anything right now. Okay, so he wants me to do a blueprint game mode. Easy enough. You're the opposite, so you do task, or you do not do task tracking, but you do documents or documentation. You have Claude document all my work, and as long as it explains it correctly, it gets to stay powered on. Man, if only you had the power to power him off. Yeah, I guess we'll just do game mode. Hang on. Because does it have a game mode? Okay, now we'll just use game mode base then. MVP. What was the name of this again? Mars Marine. Game mode. We'll just call it like that. So in the game mode, we need to set the player, or is it default pawn to BP Marine. And then we need to go into the project settings, maps and modes, set this to our new game mode that we just created. There we go. Search hard. Hi chat, I like this dude, welcome. Use Asana, Notion, and Loop. You hate the last one. I've never heard of Loop. It's not like you don't do task tracking, you don't have a choice, we fucking hate it. Got it. Fair. That is fair enough. But yeah, I don't mind writing documentation as well, but... And I guess it depends on what I work on as well, if task tracking is fine. It's made by Microsoft, so it's guaranteed to be dog shit. Yep, that checks out. That checks out. God, now I'm curious. What is Sloop? App for collaboration. This thing, right? It's giving me the Swedish version of it, but... Oh, it almost looks like Notion. Like, at a glance, does look like Notion. So why would you use Notion and this? Yeah, Microsoft, correct. I'm really sure the quality of this product. Well, I don't know about this one, but for my own game, probably volunteers in chat. I mean, it has Copilot, I guess, but like, I'm sure Notion has some kind of AI thing too. But yeah, this looks exactly like Notion. Why would you not just use Notion or this? Like, why both? What does one do that the other doesn't do? Oh, okay, so this one is for work, but Notion is privately. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's why I was like, why would you use both? But if they're for separate, like if it's not like your work or you're privately using both at the same time, then that makes more sense. Never even heard of this. And I'm not planning to use it. We use the Atlassian suite, so we have Confluence, Jira, task tracking is the one that has been like all over the place because only the dev teams use Jira. And so I've used, well, I try to use Jira because when I first started marketing, we used nothing. At least nothing that stands out there I remember. So I convinced people to switch to Jira, and then they didn't like that, so we switched to Asana. And then I think Asana got too expensive, so we switched to... I don't know, I don't remember. We switched to something, and then we switched to... I think we switched back to Asana. Because every time there's a new leader, they want to use, like, a new task tracking tool. And then there was Monday for a bit, and then we were talking about, oh, we're going to switch to Monday, but then we barely got onboarded on Monday before now apparently everyone's back on Jira. And I'm just like, so... That's the main problem, honestly, with the task tracking, when everyone just keeps like, oh, but I want to use this, but I want to use this, instead of just settling on, no, this is the one we use, fucking deal with it. I like Confluence, though. Yeah, if only it was, Zeke, if only it was. Just use Notepad. I mean, Notepad has its uses too, but maybe not for a work setting where you need to share a bunch of notes. But yeah, it's been interesting. It's true though. No, genuinely, every time a new, like, you know, person in charge has come in with like, oh no, let's optimize this, and they come in with a new task tracking system. Like, genuinely. It's been really annoying. Oh, what did you forget to do, Game Freak? Oh, look at that. A hug. He's such a bad friend. Yeah, and all the file names. You think a hug makes it okay. That you almost forgot to give him, too. Damn, Shammy. Wait, so hang on. Well, he's like, if you go to the world settings, like on the side of details, I'm like, I don't have that set up that way because there's no world settings here unless I need to pick. Where do I find my world settings? I think I started out using Atlassian plus Google plus Slack, and now it's Microsoft and Asana. Yeah, we also have Google, to be fair, which is another issue because a lot of people love using Google Docs and then they don't update it in Confluence, and it's like, well, if I need that information, good fucking luck searching for. You can't really search for Google Docs. Fucking sucks. So why do you want to ban Shami? Yeah, I can understand having it all in one being positive, but that means using Teams, and Microsoft Teams is just, I hate it. It just never works for me. Like, not perfectly, at least. There's always some kind of issue with my Microsoft Teams, and I hate it. It's really annoying, but I do like the G Suite. Yeah, Teams gotta go. I mean, I guess because of the Smite, but you don't ban someone because of the Smite. But yeah, I like the Google suit. I'm very happy that we're using that, but people just need to not use Google Docs for documentation. That's for Confluence. And if you do insist on having it in a Google Doc, at least fucking link to it in a Confluence page. Is somewhat fond of Azure Entra. It's easy to set up laptops for work when you're all in on Microsoft. I can imagine that being a plus, yeah. Wait! Oh, wait! Shabby, no! Shabby, no! Oh my god. Well, we can mark that for bingo. Alright, how's my delivery going? It's probably not here yet. Oh, wow, it's funnily updated with actual tracking. There's 5 stops before me. I got my actual tracking back. So today between 1945 and 2035. So you're telling me with 5 stops before me, and I can look at the map and see that the guy is like 2 blocks away. It might still take him another hour to get here. Oh, I've just done a Mod Smart order. So it's nothing too interesting. I just want to get it inside, not leave it on the porch. Yeah, I love that. 5 stops before me, but he might be here in 5 minutes. He might be here in an hour. It's very helpful. Very helpful. I love that he's like, world settings over here, and I'm just like, I genuinely don't have world settings here. No, it's not years. It's like the time. It really? That is funny because I started ordering groceries and stuff online. I mean, I started doing it when I moved to Sweden, really, sort of like pre-COVID. And then during COVID, like everyone started to do it. So it was actually hard to get delivery slots. But now it's like back to normal again. It's definitely more expensive now, though. So I think they definitely have taken advantage of the increase in popularity once COVID happened. But honestly, for me, it just started because I would order like, you know, milk or something heavy that I didn't want to bother. And I don't know, we didn't have a lockdown, but so many people started using it during COVID because it was suddenly impossible to get delivery slots. It was really annoying. But yeah, no, it's just so I didn't have to carry heavy stuff home because I don't have a car. And, you know, if someone else can carry the heavy stuff to my door and I don't have to, worth it. That is genuinely why I did it. So is that Parasite Eve? It is Parasite Eve. I want this in my playlist. Took me a while to clock it, but... Yeah, if I had a car, I would probably not do grocery orders, like, at all. But as a non-car owner, ordering groceries online and getting them delivered to my door is fucking amazing. There you go. Parasite Eve is now on my playlist. I was like, while I'm on the radio page, is there anything I want to vote for my next song? Let's do the Titanfall song. Oh, someone else voted for the... Oh, okay. Well, 50-50. Oh, the other one won't. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, I can close... Oh, God, I have so many tabs open. Alright, but Eek, are you familiar with Unreal Engine? I don't remember if you are or not. I know you use other engines. I don't remember if you also use Unreal. Your mom has had to start ordering groceries online because the medication she takes really drains her and she like physically can't go shopping. Yeah, that makes sense. So, in the course, I'll drag this up just for a bit so you can see it. Like, he has here on this side, like, he has a details panel, but on the right of that, he has world settings. I don't have that. Where do I go if I need to access my world settings? Because it's currently saying that there's like an override added in there that I need to remove, and I cannot figure out how to get it. Wait, window. Window. Oh! Thank you! There we go. This is what I needed. Also, would you not want to... Hang on. Okay, so question. He's now saying that you don't want to have this, you want to have it to, like, the newly created one. Would you not just want to have it to none so it goes to defaults? Because to me, it seems like you should set this to not be an override and just use whatever is default. But wouldn't my default be what I set in here? Because I set my game mode here. This is my default game mode. So wouldn't none mean that it uses default instead of using an override? Because that's kind of what happened now, where in their setup, they had set this to be game mode instead of, I guess, none. Because I've never had to go and switch it here before. I'm going to try and set it to none. Because, yeah, now it's not being the ball anymore, I think. Yeah, so I imagine that I would use this in, like, a real world scenario when I want to control that it starts with, like, a different one here and not whatever is default. So to me, it makes sense that this one is on none, unless you want to have whatever is not default. But do you agree then that this should be set to this? As in the one I created. Doesn't really make sense to me, but it does have the same result as just having none. And it depends. If you have 5 worlds in a game or 4 of them use the same game mode, your default should probably be the one the most frequently used. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. At least the way I'm currently imagining it is that this game probably only has one game mode. Because I don't imagine... But then again, I guess maybe they have a plan down the line to make more of them. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just follow the course for now, but at least I know that this one works the way I think it works. Because it would make sense that if I have, like, let's say a third-person shooter, but this level specifically that I'm working on right now is, like, I don't know, the car driving level or something. And then at that car driving level, then yeah, you do want to override the game mode to have you start with, like, the game mode for driving a car. Whereas the other ones would do default. So yeah, I do understand how it works. But yeah, I've not gotten to the point where I am switching game modes yet, and I don't know if this course has that. I will have to have that in my game probably though. So who is J-Blow? Hang on, what was the comment? Would you follow any hero's footsteps, make your own programming language and engine? Yeah, I would not have gotten that reference at all. But yeah, at least my instinct right now would be to have it to none, but that is because right now my game has a single game mode. And I don't currently know about any changes to the game mode that would happen, regardless of different levels or not. Oh, yeah, I've heard about Jonathan Blow. I've heard that name. Wasn't that the guy who made oh, what was the game called? Shit. But yeah, yes, Braid. Braid was the one I had in mind. I forgot he also made The Witness, but Braid was the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I did not know about the whole programming language and engine thing though. But I heard Braid is really good from what I've seen of it. I have not played it myself. I heard The Witness is really good too, but also not played it. So yeah, I've heard that The Witness is an incredible puzzle game. Or YouTube linking on. Watch like a minute. You can't hear it, but he doesn't want to hear that I'm bad at math, chat. I will be fucked in Jonathan Blow's vicinity. Wait, what? Goddamn. I know I'm over a minute now, but I can't stop. Oh, I haven't heard about Scare Ritual. It looks pretty fun, actually. Yep, productivity going up, correct. Yeah, what was he? First of all, if this is a software patent, go jump off a bridge. Sound advice. Hi, Undead. Basically, yeah, except that you guys can't hear it. Will this ever be released? Yes, it will be released to your mom tonight. That's a very spicy take. Alright, yeah, I think I got an idea. Unity sucks. Is that a spicy take? I don't know. But then again, they had that whole thing a while ago. It's not very recently anymore, I feel, but... So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure all engines have their pros and cons, really, but... I'm currently happy I'm learning Unreal. Hi, Alfred. See, there you go. I don't like working with the Unity. There we go. Yeah, I've only briefly used Unity, and I was okay with it, but I'm happier in Unreal. Godot is neat, but only because Unity has fallen behind a lot in the past years. You like Unity, you think the workflow at Primrose is really damn good. Fuck me, and if I have to work with more Unity packages, I will kill myself. Yeah. Oh, is UE5 the only engine you explicitly don't like? Interesting. I don't mind it so far. But then again, my experience with game engines is also very limited. So, who am I to judge on whether an engine is good or not? So. Oh, wait, I think it's been delivered. It has, in 1946. You know what? I'm gonna go get it. I was just looking at... Oh, I need to take care of this too. Okay. BRB, gonna get my package. Alright, package secured. Alright, you're working on projects which are either custom engines. Oh, that's right, you're working on a custom NES thing. Alright, yeah, when is Danny joining game dev? That is a good question. Oh, it's almost ad break. I should have used the ad break to get my package. Oh well. Well, also, you know what? I completely forgot. I have not used the cat lobbies in a long time. There you go. Cat lobby in case anyone wants to bongo. Dodged a Sar Bomba in 2022. Honestly, not being in game dev is probably the right choice with how game dev currently is, but... Lightning doesn't strike the same place twice, you know? You know what? That is a lie. That is not actually factual. It is a myth. I'm just saying. God. I do not remember that quote. I do not remember that quote. Also, that is a... Well, I mean, Qui-Gon was already on Puppet Guy earlier, but now he definitely is, so... Here's your rare T-Bow being over here wanting my attention, huh? Usually you're just happy to just sleep. Sleep, sleep, and sleep. Oh, God. Honestly, that's the right response. Oh, that's a T-Bow approaching. You can mark T-Bow and the puppy cam. They're both there. Yeah, no, I remember when we were doing Outbreak, he said so many crazy things, which reminds me, I still need to. I was working on a video edit for that, and I just never finished it. Alright, I'm just gonna click on over what he's doing because I have been through some of that in the other courses, so might as well just kind of follow along because we're gonna be using this, so he's currently kind of showcasing like the views in here. Make a deal if you had any marketing jobs in game dev in Stockholm, send them to me, I will apply. Well, there you go. It's just finding him here, right? Yeah. Hang on, let me. I guess that works, even though it's not quite with the. Wait, hang on. Ah, there you go. Create material instance. Oh, has it already been done? There is one here. Yeah, I think they forgot to give a copy of this before doing this. Can you kill Eek? I mean, you can try and smite him. Because this one is not here in his file. I think this is already created. Okay. Yeah, it is. Guess what? We can make him purple. There you go. There you go. Purple marine. Easy. There. Maybe even slight tint to the glass. Beautiful. I've not messed around with diesel now. So I imagine this is better, but I guess it kind of depends on what you're used to as well. There you go. Nice ink smite. No, we need to be in here. There you go. Hey, look, I got my purple marine. Beautiful. I gotta say, so far this lecture, or this like course, or I guess this project, because it's part of the same kind of course, feels a lot better than the fucking tank one. But I guess we'll see how it works when we get into the actual visual scripting part. I feel like it's probably a bit of both. I think maybe it's harder to get things wrong in the specific parts that we're currently covering, whereas the visual scripting is like, it just felt like it was an absolute shit show. You love the hate workings so something like Mojang would be ideal. You should just apply for King. King would love to have you, Danny, I'm sure. So what is this? I recognize this music. This is Pokemon, isn't it? It is. A very slow version of it. I'm gonna keep this open so I can keep voting for upcoming tracks. Can't wait for the yearly woodblock color. It's a huge update. Oh, there was a positioning king. He didn't send it to him because it didn't fit. Unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Need to rotate it like, I don't know, 70 degrees probably. Patiently waiting for the person who stole your job. Wait, who stole your job? Ugh. Oh, he moved his like out to like 700, so I'll do the same. You know, yeah, goddamn Dave. Fucking Dave. And that is also a big question, right? Because someone can slip up, but that doesn't always have consequences. Yay! Look at that. Yeah, no, this one they've not accidentally left in. Input. Good question. Next question, please. It's a nice Game Freak. Very nice. You got another one in your balls. You sure did. You sure did. All right, now I'm scared. Okay. I don't think I need all of these open. Okay, and then this one float. Wait, what did I call it? Like, he just called it like input mapping context, but honestly, in hindsight, is like just fucking. Just IMC default, like. If anything, just movement potentially, but. No. Hi, Graham. How's it going? Hope you're doing good. Alright, forwards, backwards. W and S. A, D. Oh, that he searches instead of just the input. Right, I need to remember modifiers as well. And then we'll put the modifier, and I think we usually put it on the left. Negate. But yeah, Graham, good thing that you're here, by the way, because I brought it up earlier that I think, because I kind of skipped ahead a bit in my course, because I really did not like the second project, and it was almost done anyway, so I've started the third one today, so we're making like a twin stick shooter. However, this is the last one in this course, and I think once I'm done with this course, I actually want to start working on my game and not do courses. So at that point, I'm going to need you and all the other game devs in chat to come by and help me, because I will be struggle bussing. And I imagine not a lot of progress will be made like now when I can follow courses, but that's when I will actually need help. So you have been warned, okay? Assuming you're up for helping me, of course, but I would hope so. I would hope so, because I do appreciate your knowledge a lot. Okay, so he did negate on D. I guess it doesn't matter. It's fine. Alright, so controls go in here. This is like the one where it's like enhanced subsystem. Wait, what was it? Hang on, what was it exactly he wrote in the typing thing? Because it's... No, it is... He is using context sensitive here. But when I do write get enhanced, it's not showing up. Wait, he has a different... Did I grab the wrong one here? Because he has a different... I might have grabbed the wrong one first. No, he has get player controller. Oh, wait. I must have misclicked before. I have the added benefit of being able to do C++ and BP. Yeah, I will probably... I imagine that I'm going to lean more on C++ when I make my own game, but that is also when I will probably struggle a bit. Because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm currently now doing because this is a visual scripting course where I'm like, oh, man, just do this in C++, man. And I know that's not the point of the course, but then when I'm on my own game, I want to be able to, like, oh, just do this in C++, you know? There we go. This is what I'm supposed to see. This makes more sense. Or at least according to the course. Then select default. Still feels weird to just have movement like this and not just do the vector that we did in C++, but at least now I'm learning a different way to do it. I swear to God, if he has me do another physics-based movement system, I'm gonna cry. Wait, so he... Scroll down to pawn. Under input. Add movement input. Okay. I already forgot. Was this what I did before? I don't think so. This seems very weird, but okay. Wait, oh, this one needs to be back to 0. There. Ha! I love it. So he just demonstrated the movement and like, look, forwards, backwards, left and right. Mine's immediately correct because I remember from the C++ course to invert the value of left and not right. So I got that right immediately. But hey, we have movement. Obviously it looks weird because there's no animations or anything, but it moves. Yay, he's now switching it to do it the way I did it. Yes. I feel smart. Oh. Suddenly found something in my eye. Oh god, this song is taking me back. Holy shit. This is my childhood, man. Yes, I am a learner. I am learning the things. Oh, there you go. I guess season 19 did just start because they've just emailed me the newsletter for it. What do you know? I do, Graham. I have a lot, actually. I do have... I can't really easily show it to you, but I do have... I do have my Project Boreal right here. It exists, but it's very bare bones right now. But I will 100% need help because even if I were to do more courses, like what I want to make is kind of like is a job simulator game, and no, it's not because Stevie's making one. I am not enough of a planner. I need to be more of a planner. But I showed this briefly before. I'll show it again. But I have a little Miro board. Ignore the fact that there's a task tracker here. It's going away. But I started working on this, and then I got immediately like, no, I don't want to do this. and then I started working on this, but I'm not enough of a planner because as soon as I start doing this, I'm like, no, I want to do something else. I struggle, but this is what I've done just to like get ideas for like layout and stuff. But I kind of wish it was easier to just launch something in Unreal while I'm also still in this project, because then I could show you what I have in Unreal. But good, okay, good. Then we're on the same wavelength, because I've definitely done a decent amount of improv so far. Okay, is my stream gonna shit itself if I try to open it? Let's try it. It shouldn't be too heavy. All right. There might be some frames dropped, but I'm gonna try and show you what I have for my game so far, which is not much. But it's something. Please don't die. Alright. It's not dead. Okay, so this is what I have so far. And this is different than what I've showcased before, because honestly, I kind of hated what I did before and I just scrapped it and started over. But I've made like a little layout, because I wanted to start visualizing the actual place. I've made like a little layout. Oh, there you go. So I put my little start outside, and you can go inside. And I was gonna make like a little test counter here with like a cash register. And I want to do stuff in the kitchen. We gotta have a kitchen. We gotta get some display stuff. I want to have a dog area back here. Like, so this is all I've done. So not a lot, but you know, it is enough to start kind of getting a bit of a sense. So, hi, Scotty. No flying dozer. No flying dozer. I'm actually currently showing off my actual own project. This is not my learning project, but you can see I've not done a whole lot with it. And I need to hide these hands because I don't want these hands. But I don't know, maybe I'll be okay with it once I switch to like a different character mesh and stuff that I want to use. But is it literally supposed to be a bakery / cafe? So this is like the main place where, you know, I want to have some seating areas and stuff and like some display over here. Oh, that's perfect, Graham. I love that. And then yeah, we go back here to make a kitchen, because this is where things would be actually made. And then we have like a little dog, and this one's different. You can see I made different types of doors. This is like a door, like a closed door that can like swing open. And here is like more like you have like a little gate here that you can like open and close, kind of like, you know, those baby gates. And then the dogs are chilling in here, but they can also be unleashed into this area where you can like let them in and out. Whereas this is gonna be like normal kind of front door. I tried messing to add windows, but then I realized that's not the thing I should focus on right now, and then I didn't do windows. I probably will. I'm not actively working on this right now. I'm kind of just showing it off, because Graham was curious what I wanted to do, and this is my very bare bones beginning of what I want to do that is on my own. But I will want help once I get further. That's what I just explained to Graham as well, that I've kind of jumped a little bit in my actual course that I'm doing because I want to be done with it. So I've jumped ahead a little bit, and once I'm done with the current learning project in there, I think I will start working on this. And at that point, I'm going to need all of you game devs in chat to come and help me. Because when I need to actually start making, like, you know, an interactable cash register, the whole system for, like, you know, I'm so used to calling it enemy AI, but just NPCs, you know, walking by, they might just kind of walk by, they might be set to like, oh no, I'm gonna head into the cafe, maybe they're just here for a drink, maybe they're here to pet the dog, maybe they're here to adopt a dog, you know? There's so much actually go in, and then, but yeah. I don't really at the moment know where to begin even deciding any of that, so I need to sit down in my mirror board probably. I mean, it is AI, but it's not enemy. I said enemy first, and it was the enemy part that was like, well, they're not enemies. They're just NPCs. But yeah, I need to start mapping out, like, how I create, like, my classes and stuff in C++ to actually make, start building functionality here. Because I want to start building functionality and not just my general layout. But that is also why I've been debating buying... Because one of the packs that I've been looking at went on sale today. And I don't know if it's a good deal or not. Oh god, where is it? Where did I put it? Did I close it? I think I did. Oops. Wait, there are actors who have NPCs. I don't know if I understand that phrasing. But yeah, that is one thing that confused me in a previous project, because in a previous learning project, they had like the same blueprint for your controlled character and the enemy, and it was like, wouldn't those be different? But I don't know. I don't know. I apparently closed that window, and I don't know why I did. Can I pull it up with like a recently closed for my history? There it is. Alright, so I'm debating buying this, because this is like the art style that I want to have for my characters. And they currently lower the price on this pack from 259 bucks to 77, which to me seems like a good deal, because they have a lot of like, these aren't the most interesting in here to me. These are what's interesting, to have like a bunch of different people come into your place. They have like a bunch of different people. Like obviously like the beachwear and stuff isn't the most relevant, but like there's a lot of good ones in here. I mean, it makes sense for them to share a custom parent, but one of the courses did the exact same actor. They use a custom skeleton that comes with this. But apparently their skeleton is compatible with something called Mixamo or something, which I don't know what is. Oh, it's not on here. But yeah, like there's a lot of stuff in here. Like I really like the look of these NPCs. They have the face expressions that are, you know, more than enough what I need. And then they come with a bunch of urban animations as well, which seems pretty useful for like, you know, my NPCs. The props are like, not bad, but you know, I don't necessarily need them. But then there's this. There's this. The fact that there's a bunch of dogs in here is like also a huge plus. But yeah, so I'm thinking about getting this, because I do have a lot of stuff that it comes with it. But yeah, it uses... Does it not mention a skeleton in here? It's in the video. I watched a video. Hang on. But yeah, it mentions here that you can freely use animations from the Mixamo library, which seems incredibly useful. So... yeah, this pack looks really good. Yeah, there you go. Movement controller. No, there's some things for Unity, which is like, fine. But it is supposed to also be compatible with Unreal. You can have a look at Cinti. Oh, but I don't... when you said bucks a month, that's like, eh. Also, this is for Unity. I'm gonna be in Unreal. Hi, Legsy. Are you learning German? How's it going? It is also for Unreal? Okay. Oh, yeah, I see it here. They're also for Unreal. But if I have to pay monthly, that's like, eh. I'd rather pay once and then be good. Well, I'll keep this open so I can look more closely at it later. But yeah, this is one I've been debating, because I have through Fab, which is where I've been before. My library. Because what I have played around with before is that they have this one. This is from a different pack, but this one's free, so I've downloaded and played around with this. But I quite like this one. But this one is, this one did come with a skeleton. But then as soon as I switched like the skeleton mesh over, like I was able to use it just fine and connect all of the clothing and stuff to it and have like a functional character. I've never attempted modeling, so I would presume no. You're learning German? Nice, Lexi. Nice. I tried to do that, and I should go back to it, but I have not successfully learned a lot of German. Anyways, I will not be working on my current project or my personal project today. We will be working on this one, which is the learning project, but this is going to be the last one. So once this is done, which is probably not going to be today, maybe next week I'll be able to actually go through and finish this one. And at that point, very soon, I'll be working on my own projects. So that heavy special style characters, you probably want the assets in the same style. Yeah, which is why I've been sticking to the same person. Because if I pull up this again, just to show my thought process here, because they also have food packs. So then I can get, obviously this is just a free one, so it doesn't have a lot, but like they have food packs. They made me, because they have a Discord server, they actually made a cash register for me in a matching style because I asked if they could. So I think I will stick with them, buy some of their packs, and then everything will have a nice cohesive style. Because I agree that it would look weird if I have some of this. So like I'm planning on using like this for the coffee. Then there's like an ice cream thing there. Like we have a donut. But yeah, no, they have a lot of packs. I think I can get most, if not all of my asset needs from these people, which would make everything look uniform. Like there's furniture. Again, this is a free pack, so it's very lacking, but and I am hoping also that I can maybe get some help on modeling if I need to, but we will see. For now, at least, that's not my biggest priority. But I have looked at these guys because I do like the style. And they've been pretty easy to work with so far. Just using the free stuff. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you. Alright, where was I? I completely lost track of where I was after walking through my own project for a bit. Right, we were doing character movement. Thank you, Graham. I do appreciate that because I will definitely need it. Also, if you're working on something similar, are you also showing it somewhere where I could potentially take a peek on what you're working on? Because I would definitely be interested. Not for stealing reasons. Not for stealing reasons, just to put that out there. But rather to see like how you solve certain things. Especially around mechanics. Back to English is probably easier. This is probably easier. It's good to see you though, Lexi. Okay, here, character movement. Hey, thanks so much for the daily log as well. I was talking to Graham, but honestly, Scotty, if you have a good answer for that, I'm happy to hear it too. But Graham said earlier that he was working on a similar type of game. I'm gonna scroll up, yeah, because he's also working on a shop business sim. So I imagine we might have certain overlap in like functionality, and I would be interested to have a peek. If I am allowed a peek, that is. If I'm not allowed, also totally fair. Most of your mechanics are from proprietary plugins. Ooh, yeah, you know what? That's fair then. That's fair. That might make it hard to peek at in the way that I was initially thinking that I could. And it's going well, Lexi. It's going well. It could guide you through creating an interact system, for example, or other stuff, so you learn the how instead of looking at the finished stuff. Yeah, because that's kind of what I want to do as well. I mean, I'm down to just perk around in existing stuff, but also just understanding how and why decisions are made when I make my own. Because I don't want to just copy something. Like, I could, but it's, yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense, Graham. That makes sense. And hi, Seabox. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing good. Okay. Alright, so animation blueprints is next. Which I think is fine because if it's not too visual scripting related, this might be very similar to what I already did in the C++ course. Ooh, nice. I have not checked out the Steam Spring Sale. Did you get anything good, C-Bucks? You're learning a lot of Power Automate from work. I mean, that sounds like a good thing, right, Lexi? And German. Are you learning German from work too? Or is that actually this is a good question. Are you learning it from like Duolingo or is it like proper learning? Look, this you can speak German to Scotty. Okay. Oh God, what does that word mean? That is a really long word too. That is a real word? I cannot. Like I can do some German, but I cannot piece together that word. Duolingo and from your boss. Nice. C-Box, that is a really good deal. Resident Evil 3 remake for $4 to $5. That's really cheap. Like the game is not amazing, but it's definitely worth it for that price. So I hope you enjoy it. Modern Warfare 2019 was the same price too. Nice. I don't remember if that's a good one or not. I'm so lost in the COD games these days. Okay, so he wants to make the animation blueprint in here. I guess that's fair. I mean, it's gonna be this one, right? Yeah. Why does he call it anim blueprint? Just ABP, man. Jeez. I am bitching a lot about this tutor, but holy. If it had zombies though, you would like it more. That's fair. Zombies is like the one thing that I play the shit out of in Call of Duty. Swedish and German works the same way where you can just keep putting words together to form a new word. That is true, but that was incredibly long. That was incredibly long. Oh, Scotty, do you use just AB, not ABP? Is that what you're saying? I don't know. In my C++ course, he said ABP. Just because BP is blueprint. But I guess AB is also fine. But yeah, he did anim BP underscore marine, which is like, ooh, MGS Delta 50% off. That's pretty new, isn't it? It's pretty good. Yeah, no, you did. And don't worry, I am not big fan of this particular course either. There are occasionally, there's like a lecture I'm like, oh, this is good. And then other lectures like, but at least I'm very happy that I can start to tell that I like this is not quite good. And there have been times where I'm like already earlier when we were setting up the movement, I already did it right when he did it wrong, and then he had to go back and correct it. And I'm like, you know? I already knew left is the one you negate. You still do courses. Now, to be fair, I don't think courses are bad. It's just the right courses and the right time. And I guess being able to be critical at the courses as well. I wonder if he's going to have me make a blend space or not. I like to keep up to date on what devs are learning, getting stuck on it. It's a good way to refresh on less commonly used areas. That is true. That is true. Because it's good to learn, you know, on things that you need, but it's definitely, I can see the use of having the general knowledge outside of that too, so it might be easier to tap into when you do encounter it on your own, which is the main reason why I'm doing courses first, because I want to have like the base knowledge and then really drill into the stuff that I actually need once I get into my own game. Most of the time, if you Google stuff, all sources with different solution have a downfall on one side or another. So in the end, you do it on my own. Yeah, because that's the thing too. There's always, I mean, there's so many like right ways, and then by right ways, it's like so many ways to do things in game dev, but then pros and cons usually in each way. So there's a lot of forgetting that happens. I can imagine. I can imagine. I feel like a lot of knowledge in general has the whole use it or lose it thing. Because, like, when I learned languages too, like, I learned Spanish. I've not used it. And my god, I have lost it. I cannot speak many words of Spanish anymore. You joked that the ninth time you learn it, it gets faster to learn. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh my god, are you talking gas prices? So holy shit. Like, I know gas prices is a huge topic because like I don't currently drive a car, so I don't know what the gas prices are right here, but I know there's been like news articles from Norway. I'm from Norway, but I live in Sweden. There's been like news articles about people living close to the border driving over the border to Sweden to fuel their cars and then driving back, and that panning out to being cheaper than to just fueling your car in Norway, which is crazy. You learned some Spanish from Leon. You're not from Luis? You sure? But fair. Yeah, they're watching the borders here for that. It does not surprise me. Does not surprise me. Hey, thank you for the daily lag, C-Box. He's covering a lot of basics with animations right now, so I'm kind of just... I'm not following along right now because it's like, it's so basic. Yes, correct. I grew up border shopping because my hometown is pretty close to the Swedish border, so even though I never spoke Swedish before I moved to Sweden, you're all good, C-Box. I was still very exposed to the language because, you know, we went there all the time. Just border shopping, which is crazy. There's even a reality show made in Norway about the people who go border shopping. I don't know if that's still up. It might not still be up, but it was a thing for a while. Like, I remember there was a guy in my hometown specifically getting famous because he would go to Sweden to buy onions and he would eat the onions like it was an apple. Like, it's people are fucking weird. I mean, it is super similar, but it's still different to speak it. Is one thing to listen to it and understand it. Speaking it is completely different. Yeah, for a country that brags about their economy, Norwegian sure do like Sweden our economy. Yep, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They are healthy, but I could not eat one as a fucking apple. Just a raw onion? Just bite into it? Do you do that, Scotty? I mean, it's okay if you do, because apparently it's a thing people do, but I could never. I don't think it's common, but it's not unheard of. Fucking love onion rings. Onion rings are great. They're probably no longer healthy, though. They're probably no longer healthy. No, I could not. I could not eat onion like an apple. Like, ugh. No. I'll have an onion ring, but not onion as an apple. No. Doesn't matter how good for me an onion is. Oh, I don't know if I've ever tried pickled red onion. I love pickled ginger. Pickled ginger is fucking amazing. Oh, it is set to use animation blueprints. There you go. Yeah, because that is one I made, right? Wait, is it? No, it is. It was just an extra underscore that threw me off from whether it was actually the one that I made or not. Oh, I don't know if I've tried kimchi. I'm not a huge fan of pickles. I love cucumber, but I'm not as big on pickles. Which I don't know why. But I don't know. I like cucumber, just regular cucumber. Onion plus honey plus hot water. I've not tried that. I have had, especially when I've been sick, I have boiled water, added like honey to the bottom of my glass, and then a bit of ginger in it, and then mix that. It's really nice. Works miracles in a sore throat. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever tried kimchi. But I love pickled ginger. That's probably my favorite pickled, like, vegetable. With sushi, oh, so good. Alright, now he's finally getting into more than just having a single animation. Because, like, what he's done so far is just drag out the idle and showing, like, how it activates. But then, sure, now my guy's not A posing all the time, but he's always in an idle pose. So it's not what I want. So I'm guessing we're gonna do a blend space. No? Or state machines, right. Hi, Carrie. Carrie, the comet flies by to say hi. Hi. It's great to see you. Thank you for flying by to say hi. And thank you for the bingo vote as well, Game Freak. I don't know why. I guess my bot's disconnected again. Gary the Comet is leaving, saying bye. Aw. Well, We got a brief moment with Carrie the Comet today. People may eat sushi for fish. You're only here just to eat the wasabi. Wasabi is the only thing I don't eat when I have sushi. Maybe that's a me issue. We're gonna make a state machine. Alright, well, maybe it was too early to compile, but yeah. How long is now idle? Used to have a flatmate who had her nerves in one half of the tongue cut in teeth surgery. She ate wasabi at the parties. To be fair, it's a pretty good flex. I used to have a roommate when I lived in Canada. She was Danish, but she was like, she loved anything spicy, including hot sauce. And she would like, I think she's the first and only person that I met who loved hot sauce to the point where she would like not just have it on food, because fair, I also love having hot sauce on food, but she would drink hot sauce from the bottle. Like that one was for me, it was like, okay. Take care, Scotty. Thanks so much for hanging out today. I appreciate it. Stay healthy yourself. But yeah, so she also basically had that party trick, but no stories, at least as far as I knew. Maybe she also had an issue with nerves and just never mentioned it, but no, she would just genuinely pop a bottle of hot sauce and start, like, she didn't chug because obviously it's not a huge bottle, but she would genuinely just, like, drink it from the bottle. And I was like, whoa, okay. I'm not messing with you, I get it. But yeah, that's a pretty cool party trick. Mix it with water and straight drink a whole bottle. She didn't even mix it with water. It was just like hot sauce into mouth. Like that. That was it. That was all she needed. I love that he like goes to like create an ad state and where I just dragged in my idol. It does the same thing. Cause like, yeah, we already done this. Ooh, ad break time. Oh, actually we are almost at the 2-hour mark. Oh, should I take a break? I should. He likes spicy stuff, but he also have a very low tolerance for it. Yeah, no, I'm the same. Like, my tolerance is not, I wouldn't say very low, but it's definitely not the highest. But I could never just drink hot sauce from a bottle. But I'm gonna take a break just to try and be good at taking breaks and manage my time. So, with the ad coming in, we're gonna do it now. So, see you on the other side, where we're gonna be working more on animation states and animation blueprint stuff, and actually giving our characters movement. So, see you in a few minutes. All right, I am back from my break and I just had the weirdest technical issue. I just had to check, but okay, you were getting my mic, good. Because I walked into the kitchen to grab something to drink, and all of a sudden my headphones cut out, which is not abnormal because I think there's something with the brick walls out there that just sometimes I lose connection when I go into my kitchen, and that's okay. So I lost audio. However, it did not come back when I left the kitchen. Because it usually only happens when I'm like all the way at like the furthest end of the kitchen. That's when I lose signal, and then I get it back when I move closer back into like the main house. And it didn't come back. And then I go towards my room and I can hear that my music is at least playing off of my speakers, not my headphones. And so I tried to like reboot my headphones and nope. Checked in my audio settings, my headphones just didn't exist there anymore. So I don't know what happened, but once I unplugged and replugged in the little control station for my headphones, we're back. So I'm just hoping that that didn't break anything else in the progress, but it looks like it didn't. Like everything in my audio mixer, everything looks fine. None of you have bitched at me yet. But I don't know how walking into the kitchen disconnected, because it's one thing that my headphones lose connection to like this little station here, like the wireless station. That's fine. But that one is physically plugged in to my PC. So how did that one lose connection? Because like I could see on the little screen of that thing that it was still connected to these headphones. So it was somewhere else that the issue happened, and I'm so baffled, but oh well, we have sound back. We can keep working on animations. I'm so confused. Technology, man. For some reason your computer likes to default to your headphone microphones, even though you said you default to your actual microphone. Yeah, that's a really weird one too. I agree, computers do be weird. Because this isn't the first time this has happened, either. It's just not frequent enough where I'm bothering to, like, I don't know, troubleshoot it more extensively than now it works. I'm not gonna touch it again. Okay, so in this time we probably do want to do it as a state and not just dragging in the animation like I did at first. Because in this one, we'll start by just having this. But we'll probably, I'm guessing this is where we do the blend space. I don't remember exactly how I did this in the C++ course. Alright, so we're gonna make the actual transition rules now. I don't think I used the event graph in C++. You know, I think the variables and stuff was tied to C. I don't remember exactly how I set this up, but that's okay. I'll just follow along for now. Oh, I'm learning how to cast in visual scripting now. So he's saying this is normally not something you do want to run every frame, but to keep things simple for the course purposes, we're doing it this way. The first time he's actually adding a disclaimer like that. Oh, we're gonna do the proper way in the next lecture, apparently. Is that so? It's a rare Tebow morph. Yeah, usually it's quite good morphin. What's the Tebow morphin about? Oh, big stretch from Qui-Gon, though. Yeah, I saw that big stretch. Right click and promote to variable. I love that that is the thing you can do. So yeah, if successful, we'll promote it to a variable. I'm guessing we couldn't call it like velocity. Right. Loop. Same thing here. You should loop. I mean, I should do it, right? I'm gonna pause that for a bit, just to see. Oh, yeah. Obviously, it looks ridiculous because he only has the run forward animation, but it works. Alright, so now we're getting into the blend space. I knew it. I knew it. Alright, so we're gonna make a animation, a blend space, which I love that it's BS. I hate his naming conventions so much. He just called this movement blend space. Mm-mm. Oh wait, no. Hey, thank you for the daily log, Busta stuff. 54 logs. minus 90, 600. This one is plus 90. Oh, already at 600. And then we need the backwards, so run these. There you go. So forwards, left, or right, left, backwards. Yay, it's working. Yeah, I was thinking that too. There. This is a Castlevania track. Oh, lost track of my tab. There it is. Okay. I don't quite see. I'm just gonna type it in. Calculate direction. There you go. Easier. Wait, this one looks different. Oh, I'm kind of liking this track. I might have to take this from my playlist. At first, I was like, it was a bit too slow. But now this is. No, it looks like it's the same thing, kind of. But his one has a target. Yeah, I'm just checking. I'm in the right place too. And I guess we can try and see what happens. This one's going to be promoted to a variable. Movement direction. Okay. We can play. There you go. This is better. Oh, yeah. Why not? No, wait, I copied the wrong thing. I wanted this one. There. Guessing it's gonna be the question mark. And then only if it's valid we'll continue to run this, otherwise we won't. Yeah. I was right! Because this is get velocity. I guess get movement speed, but because this one is the movement direction. There. A big stretch, Qui-Gon. You okay? Oh, we are back in here, okay. Yeah, because I'm guessing we're doing jumping eventually. Ba-boom. It is set a loop. Alright. Forward, backward, left, right. Woo! It's working. You out of bed again, Qui-Gon? Is the bed too warm? Understandable. You guys recommending that I actually use my gamepad. Oh boy, okay. Fair enough. In that case, I have a few things that I need to fix. There you go. Input device has been connected. We need to go into the content, into the input, into here, and we need to actually bind. No, I'm not using one of these. Sorry, it's this plus. No, not. I mean, that works. And then there you go. That should do it. We just need to add a bit of a dead zone. And that, I think, should do it. Let's see. Can I now play? Oh, wait, I cannot. No, I can. Okay, I just had to click in. Okay, I can now play with my controller. Cool. This is not a keyboard and mouse anymore. This is a controller, so I can even like do slow moving, which looks ridiculous because he doesn't have walk animations. All right, cool, but it works. That's the main thing. All right. Finally. Wait, no, this isn't this different. Hang on. Gamepad, it should be right thumbstick. Yeah, this one, 2D axis. This is one we're looking for. And then we also need Dead Zone. There you go. I definitely do miss the courses from the other guy. I feel like he's so much better at explaining shit. Oh, okay. I love that he's like, let's write some code. And it's like, I thought I was learning to not code. But the whole point of visual scripting was to not write code. Oh wait, no, I did these upside. Hey, thank you so much, Pandas, for the daily log. I'm curious how it works now. Oh, it does. Oh, but it's... This is up, but this is me aiming up, so something's... Ew. Yeah, I was gonna say... Oh god. No, there's... Oh. Right. Oh, someone another bingo? Thank you, Game Freak. I appreciate it. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, now it's forward. Okay. Yeah, now... This is hella confusing on why. But now it works. Look, I can aim around me. Woo! It looks very funky when I just hold this and then let go. That's fine. Oh, he's talking about the snapping back now. He's like, yep, notice that. But we're gonna solve that. You know what? Let me have a look. I can look over the bingo events too, but thank you for keeping an eye on things. Um, I think we're good. Unless I may have said like this without realizing, but you know, I'll call the distracted by chat one because that one has kind of happened. Not to the level where it usually does, but I'll count it. I'll count it. But other than that, we're good. They're so easy to miss. Because I usually never, it's rare that I notice that I say it. Alright, let's see. No, connect. No, oh my god. There we go. Jesus. Yeah, because only if this is greater than 0 do we actually want to proceed with this. Let's try and make this look a little bit nicer. Honestly, at this point, I'd probably collapse to function rather than what I'm currently doing, but... There. Whew. God, I don't know. I'm so tired today. Alright, let's see. Oh. Oh god, the fucking... Like the way my dead zone works, because if I let go, it kind of flips to the other side for a bit, and it just, like, kind of inverts. Oh, man. I am debating wrapping up stream here, though. I know it's slightly on the early side, but... Oh, man, I don't know. I'm tired. I need to get up early-ish for the vet tomorrow morning, so... I think maybe I shouldn't push this too much. But, I gotta say, I'm vibing a lot more with this project than I was with the last one. Even though it is still pretty bare bones. So I'm gonna snooze that ad. Let's get out of here before the ad hits. But yeah. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. It is very much appreciated. Yeah, we're gonna continue working on this project next week. So next Monday, if you want to keep tabs on how we're getting on. But then we will be back with a stream on Sunday again. I know we're doing Revelations 2. I do not know yet if we're going to do some achievement hunting stuff for text or if we're going to do raid mode. Either way, it's going to be a nice chill time if you want to come hang out with us for that. But yeah, I got to get ready because tomorrow I'm actually on a panel with some other awesome women in game dev. So I have shit to do, but I do appreciate all of you hanging out with me. But let's see, who's available to raid at this hour? What do we got? You know what? I could say hi to Aish. He's still alive. He's doing some Visions of Mana stuff. So, let's go see what he's up to. If you got a Riot Beavers, would love to see them. And if you don't have a sub to me, or you have a sub to another streamer instead, you can use their ID emote to have them, or you can use the Twitch raid emote, which everyone has, as long as you're on Twitch. Nice and easy, I know. So yeah, we have options. You know, I'll just actually post the Twitch raid as well, just in case. So there's the free option. You can use that one. But yeah, appreciate all of you hanging out. Remember that you are valuable and that you matter. Join Discord, subscribe to YouTube. Yeah, I'm very excited to get more into the game dev stuff and my own project specifically, but that is not this week. Soon TM. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. All right, bye.